pockets is safer. Plan on finding love a little later. Came too soon and I'm not too sure what to make of you. And all of these butterflies, suddenly you're always on my mind. But that's not the flow of emotion, cause I don't know how to control what I'm feeling. This is going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't wanna tell you that. I could try to fight. Wouldn't matter if it's not my fight. If I deeper into you, I can't deny. I'm breaking all my rules. I can't help but give in to I'm looking for layers.
Coming to you live from Southern California. Saturday baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch moments away. And on the hill in this one, Dylan Cease. What do you look for here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Late swing fouled off. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Whips it to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. There's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Snags it for the second out. So here's Riley now. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. There's the strike.
0-1.
Swung on, belted. Merrill going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
That one the other way. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off left side. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On the ground, out to short. Arcia. Not in time. He's safe. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. that's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
It gets down, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And
grounded to third, could be two. To second, there's one, and that's two. Nada for the Padres in the opening frame. Go to the second in San Diego. No score on the show. Back here at Petco Park. All set for the start of the inning. Matt Olson up to the plate. Cease back to work. And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Here's the pitch to Olson. Out towards right center field. Merrill settles underneath it. Makes the grab. And there's one away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. That's in there. That's strike one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
That one ripped. Merrill hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Lifted in the air, right field. Tatis under it. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate, Jackson Merrill. And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna after it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 1 out, base is empty. Caught him looking for the K. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Bogaerts launched a homer in his most recent game. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Slider clips the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Up the middle. Base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And that one fouled off. And that is out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Line drive. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Sean Murphy. First pitch just misses. Cease in his 6th season, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That to right. Tatis should have this one. And there's 1 down. Here's Orlando Arcia. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So now back to the top of the order. So the batting order turns over. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Arcia at first, 1 gone. Curve in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Kicks and fires. That one is absolutely belted, and no one can get there, and that's going to roll to the wall. And it'll be runners at 2nd and 3rd, only 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Here's Alex Verdugo. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count. Ball.
And that clips the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from 3rd. The relay throw. And he's out. Up, down. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Luis Arraez stands in. First pitch, and he just misses. And there's a ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Top of the zone for a called strike. That one ripped right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to Olson. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Ripped into left for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Here's Machado. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one's upstairs, ball one.
You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
The next offering misses, and it's 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Fastball in for a strike. They're now 3-1. One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series.
3-2.
Tatis runs on the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Coming home. He'll score, and the Padres take the lead.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once he got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
And here is Jackson Merrill. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
Slap the other way, foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. This one lifted in the air, left field. Verdugo gets under it. That is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases, and we're level. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Pitch misses. Ball 3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, called strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first, double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Harris batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here. Back here in San Diego, here's Bogaerts now. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. In the air to left center. Verdugo gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. and that's a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with one out. Here's Jason Hayward. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Takes a tumble and he hangs on. Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arraez. Just missed.
Ball one, no strikes.
Headed towards the corner. Acuna makes the grab on the run. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cease back to work. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
You know, these Braves being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And misses inside.
2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Murphy stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Ozzie flying around third. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. It's 3-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Orlando Arcia.
Ball.
In the dirt. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Murphy around second on his way to third. And it gets by him. Headed for the plate.
Stringing them together. That's 3 hits in a row. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
Pitching for the Padres.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now.
Yoki Matsui.
That's in there. Strike 1. Ball 1 there. Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And there's 1 away.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 1 out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 5th. Swinging a foul straight back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect. expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Ball, that's just out.
Arcia leads off second with one gone in the inning. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
That misses, and 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first, and it's in time for the third. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Acuna after it. He's got it, and there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And there's a foul ball. Belsingi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience. Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And down on strikes. 2 away. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And now it's Manny Machado. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Verdugo makes the catch, and that'll do it.
Knock, knock on my door. Is this redemption for my soul?
Back here at Petco Park, top of the 6th inning. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. Matsui measures 5 feet 8 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Wandy Peralta preparing to come on if needed. Morejon warming up as well. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-2 to count.
And it remains 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Merrill settles under this one. 1 away. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
So digging in, Michael Harris the second. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First offering, and it just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. Bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That one
Ball
missed.
2.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Campusano up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Now one out to right. Acuna brings it in. And there's one down. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Runner around 3rd. He'll score easily. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul.
Here comes the manager.
Pitching for Atlanta, number 52.
And now Jake Cronenworth inside. Ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
That one outside, and it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Check swing, and he went 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And here is Jason Heyward. And takes low for ball one.
No strike.
Slow ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got it. And that's the first out.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tatis gets under it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop
Orlando Arcia. Next up for the Braves. That one fouled off. One. That's a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Arcia leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one not close. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
Down.
Swings and misses. And the count is even 2-2. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Slice to right. Tatis makes the catch. And that That's in there. Strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's off the mark. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example of why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field.
Iglesias up to bat next, lays off for a ball. That one the other way. Olsen He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. New pitcher for the Braves, Rafael Montero.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Ball one, no strikes. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed.
Tatis runs, pitching for a strike. No throw, safe at second. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Got him looking. And the Padres waste a chance.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Robert Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 3 in this one.
Verdugo.
Called strike right there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's to third. Machado tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here comes Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one. Right side, hard hit. Iglesias fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Olson.
That clips a corner. Movement in the bullpen. Wandy Peralta up and loosening in the pen. Marinaccio getting loose as well. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Off the mark there. Counts full, 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. And he's got a double.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way, and right there, just barely able.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Oh, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Harris in the box now, takes strike 1. In the air, left field, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Atlanta, and it remains a 4-3 game.
Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose, not somebody else.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Jackson Merrill digs in now. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Just some things we show. Oh, cool that trick. Watch me backspin off the accurate.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And fouled off. Chased it out of the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Swing at a ground ball. Albies over to first in time. And that quickly 2 away. Here's Xander Bogaerts. That one down the line, and foul ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Ball 1 there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Number 97.
Marinaccio measures 6 feet 2 inches, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for the Braves.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Aaron Bummer.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are...
And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres. Connor Joe.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
1-run game, bottom 9. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Bummer deals.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, runner holds.
1 ball.
Count goes to
strikes.
1-2. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. In the dirt. Save, he beats it. And now a man into scoring position. The next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Brandon Lockridge.
Number 28.
Bottom of the ninth, 1-run game, 2 on. And the batter now, Luis Arias. In there at the knees, 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Infield comes in now. Got him! Huge strikeout there. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth. And
here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Aaron Bummer will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher on now, Craig Kimbrell.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball.
That's out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. That misses. 1-0. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Called out on strikes. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra. We're in extras here. Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna Jr. Now a move being made at second base. Coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White.
46. Eli White.
Marinaccio back to work.
Nope.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And another ball.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside low, and now 3-1. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Alex Verdugo next up for the Braves. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it's into the gap. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. Here's Austin Riley. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Verdugo stands at first with 1 out. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 7-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots.
One down, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
1-1.
And that misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Ball 3.
Still only 1 out here in the inning.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Ozuna in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Steven Kolick up and throwing. Estrada, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay. He will score, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Out to short. Throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot. Nick Allen, he's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here.
Number 2.
Next offering popped in the air, right field.
Allen.
Acuna pulls that one down. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets under it and pops it up. Albies under this one. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So it's their last chance in this one. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. And that drops in for a strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late.